My credit card history is not as long as some people, but it's been going on for 10 years. And while we look at my last 10 years, I thought, why don't I take you through my favorite card from the last 10 years of owning credit cards? I think this is going to be an interesting video to break down exactly why I love this card during that year and ultimately get to what's my favorite card for this current year. So guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And I have a Rumble YouTube channel or a Rumble channel that I built with about 2 followers. So feel free to go ahead and check out my Rumble channel. I'll put that link down below if you guys want to follow me over there. We'll have some of the same content. And then eventually maybe we could do some unique content as well. Since we only do 1 video per day, we could do something different over there. Maybe it comes to live streams or whatever. But let's go ahead and talk about all of my different credit cards. So again, I laid out all these credit cards for the last 10 years. You guys probably can't see it well because, the camera's angled in a different way. But I went in this book and I went through all of my different credit cards. Guys, if you want this book, which houses every credit card that I've had for the last, 10 years, actually maybe 9 years, because the first credit card I don't actually have. But it houses all my credit cards and history of credit cards, and it's just a great book. It's kind of like going through a photo album, honestly, of different credit cards through different times, through different designs. So feel free to check this out. I do have this link down below. You'll see wallets and accessories and all that stuff. But anyways, I have these credit cards for the last 10 years. Let's go through what my first credit card was, right? In 2013, that was when I first got a credit card. It was late 2013. I worked my way up in order to be able to afford this card. Now, it wasn't an expensive card, but it was the most that I could ever think about paying towards like anything, honestly. So it was a secured credit card. I got the Clear One Credit Union secured credit card. I wanted to go with that because I didn't have any other option. I didn't have a credit union. I somehow got linked up with this credit union and they gave me the opportunity of getting a secured credit card because I didn't really have credit history. I was never taught about credit. I never learned about it from my parents. I never learned about it from anybody. And I officially ended up getting that card, which was a secured credit card, $200 down, constantly paid it off, worked my way up to get the next credit card, which in 2014, I got a pre-approval offer for. And that card is the Capital One Quicksilver card. This card just giving you the 1.5% cash back and just anything really. I didn't really care what it gave me. I just wanted to gain more credit card history, and I knew you needed credit utilization. I knew you needed a little bit more with this card. So I decided that I would get the card. I would apply for it with a low credit score, actually. So I'm glad that they approved me. Capital One, thank you for giving me a chance, because I wouldn't be here talking about credit cards if you guys didn't give me a chance in, improving my credit. That was my whole goal, was to improve my credit. And then as I got into the next year, right, 2015 was all about, kind of the end of my my first 2 years in college. And that card is the Discover It card, right? That's the standard college card, is the Discover It card, where you get the, revolving categories, you get the cash back, and it's just the student credit card, right? A lot of people had it that were in the school. And that's the reason why I got it, was more or less like people were like, hey, this is a great card. It wasn't like I was searching for credit cards to have a bunch of credit, or lines of credit. It was about just having, a credit card that I felt as though would give me the benefits that I deserve. So I saw this credit card. People were like, yeah, get that card. It's a good one. And I ended up getting it in 2015. Now, 2016 was my second big credit card that I thought, I was like, hey, I have 1.5% cash back. Why not give myself a little bit more? So my other credit card for 2016 was the Citi Double Cash card. This giving you 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay. I was like, that's a no-brainer. I was telling everybody about it, and they were like, yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and explore that. But Citi, did approved me. I did have a higher credit score, and I know some people that actually got denied for this credit card and still get denied for this credit card, even though they have, a decently high score. So this is a good card. It's still a good card to this day, and a lot of people like it. I still like it because, it forces you to pay it off rather than getting into debt. So that's a good thing about Citi. But yeah, that was my card for 2016. Now, 2017, this is kind of 2016, 2017, but at the end of 2016, I got a card, which was the American Express, everyday card. It was this card right here, the American Express everyday card. I could show you a more recent version of it. But in 2016, I got it. In 2017, it was pretty much my favorite card with all the different benefits, that it did offer there. But they do have a revamped version, right, for the current year where it's the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. It's the white part in here is like you could see through it, sort of. Like it's kind of like, transparent a little bit, translucent. I don't know what word I'm looking for. But you could see through it. And this is a great card, right? It gives you a lot of benefits. And I was like, I need to get into the Amex space. And that's really what I wanted to do was enter into that Amex space. And I did have that entry in 2016, and I pretty much never left. And that's where I really started talking about it there in 2017. Now, in 2018, my favorite card was also the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. I mean, it just gave me a ton of benefits, and I didn't really need to explore. I wasn't looking to get a bunch of credit cards. Like I wasn't crazy about credit cards as I was when I started really getting into YouTube and talking about different credit cards, talking about the benefits there. But I did have credit cards to benefit my life, Erica's life, just everything at the time. Then we get into 2019. 2019 was a great year because it was the year of the American Express Gold card, the revamp that they did have. They added the Rose Gold, I believe, like somewhere within that year. I'm pretty sure it was around there. It might have been 2018 to 2019, but either way, I got it when we did get news of the revamp. And when I started my YouTube channel in 2019, I got it and unboxed it during that time. So I really do like this card, or I did like this card a lot, especially, as you have even if you have the increased annual fee as they did revamp it, you had all these different benefits with it. And I got so much value out of the restaurants, out of the supermarkets, just out of everything. And now I can say I don't really get as many benefits from it because of the fact that I feel like the credits have changed a decent bit, and they kind of overlap. They're kind of the same thing. So it's not really the same type of impact that it had before when they first had their revamp. But that's that card for 2019. Now in 2020, which sounds weird, my favorite card was the American Express green card. I don't know what it is about it. I like the design, right? I like the revamp. This was the only card, the only American Express card. So for my gold card, I got my membership rewards points clawed back. And this was the only card that actually went through with my membership rewards points. I went through and did everything 100% by the book. I did everything 100% by the book with the gold card, but for some reason that didn't really follow through. And I have a video on that on my main channel when I used to talk about credit cards over there. But yeah, this was my favorite card, even though 2020 was the year where you couldn't travel, and this is a travel card. So honestly, I would have to say that it has to be a mixture between this and the gold card, because the gold card gave me my benefits for the supermarket purchases and all that stuff. But this actually gave me my rewards, and that's why it was my favorite card, or gave me my membership rewards points, bonus points, for spending on the card. So that's the only reason why it's my favorite, not because of use, and because, you had that revamp that came, like, I believe earlier or later in 2019 or early 2020. But then what happened early 2020 as well. So anyways, the American Express green card is or was / gold card was my favorite card for 2020. Then we get into 2021, and 2021 is the American Express Propel card. 2022 is also the American Express Propel card. This giving you 3 times back on so many categories. I mean, as soon as I got this card, it was pretty much my favorite card. No annual fee, and 3 times back on a ton of different things, right? Whether you're talking about gas, streaming, whether you're talking about a lot of stuff, it's giving you 3 times back on. So I knew that this was kind of a no-brainer, the American Express Propel card, which is now known as the American Express Autograph card, but then was the American Express Propel card. So I have that card there, which was the Wells Fargo Propel card, but is by American Express, and now I believe is a Visa card. So that's 2022. Now 2023. What is my favorite card for 2023? Now I don't have my wallet here because it's upstairs and Erica is sleeping. It is currently 5:20 a.m. and I'm not waking her up. So my favorite card for 2023 is the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card. I just got that late in the year, and I feel as though you get a ton of benefits from it, and it probably will be my favorite card for 2024. But getting the 6 times back or 6% back on grocery spending, is just a no-brainer for me. I wish it was a little bit higher of a cap, especially as you're paying a $95 annual fee. I wish it was like a $10,000 cap. That would be so much better, because we spend a lot of money on groceries, and I know a lot of other people do as well. So I have to get benefits from that, and then also partner it up with the everyday card. So either way, it's still a great card, still a fantastic card. I love it, love what they're doing, and that's the reason why that is my favorite card for 2023. So that breaks it down, guys. That's my credit cards, or all my credit cards for the last 10 years. All these credit cards are from the last 10 years of owning credit cards. That's fantastic to say that I've been really collecting or using credit cards, that I have my history all in that book. I think you guys should get one of those, or if you guys want to get one of the wallets that we have, the Buffway wallets, feel free to check that out. But these credit cards, really take me down memory lane. I wonder what your credit cards look like. Let me know your list down below. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.